Welcome to Myrtle Beach. Let your dream vacation begin. There's so much to see and do.
Do you have the need for speed?
Thrill seekers and bucket listers. While visiting Myrtle Beach, check out the NASCAR racing experience at Myrtle Beach Speedway. You can ride or drive an authentic NASCAR race car that once raced in Cup competition.
It's as real as it gets.
It just so happens that Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a car that was driven at many of the super speedways in NASCAR competition, and the NASCAR racing experience has it in their fleet. It's available for drive and ride along experiences. This historic race car will be retired after the 2018 season and preserved as a piece of auto racing history. Stop on down to Myrtle Beach Speedway, grip the steering wheel, and fulfill your need for speed. Prices start at $20. Walk-ups are welcome. The Myrtle Beach Speedway is located 5 minutes from the beach on U.S. Highway 501, next to the Tanger Outlet Mall and the Wheels of Yesteryear Museum. Check out mbspeedway.com for the upcoming events.
Not only is the NASCAR racing experience calling Myrtle Beach Speedway home, but many other activities come here annually to Myrtle Beach Speedway. The NASCAR sanctioned .538 mile facility is only 4.5 miles from Ocean Boulevard out here on Highway 501. Don't miss the summer sizzling action at Myrtle Beach Speedway. It's Armed Forces Sun Fun 101. Saturday, July 14th, you'll see the super late models running for $6,000 to win, along with the NASCAR Wheeling All-American Late Model Series 101 Lap Showdown. Adults only $15. Kids 11 and under are free. And for your military service, there's a discount for you and you senior citizens. July 20th and 22nd, Tuner, Custom, and Truck Showdown.
I come here almost every year, and it's just a good way to get away when you're at work all the time. Yeah, man.
The Nopi National tradition continues.
It's been busy, man. We brought extra people just for the crew, and they're trying us up. A lot more people than what we anticipated, that's for sure.
It's the nation's elite track, car show, and drifting entertainment experience. For more information, to participate or spectate, go to myrtlebeachspeedway.com. Throughout the summer and fall, there's a number of Myrtle Beach drift events. These are local smoking competitors burning up their tires. They're out there having fun, sliding sideways. For a full list of dates, go to myrtlebeachspeedway.com. Don't miss it. It's smoking and it's great. Mustang fans, September 5th and October 6th features the muscle of the Midway. Go to myrtlebeachspeedway.com for the day's activities. Mustang, big bright blue Ford Oval fans, you're gonna love it. Mustang Day. Acoustic guitars and flower children. Let's head back to Bell Bottom Jeans on October the 27th. Hippie Fest returns. Thousands of people get their groove on. Don't miss this one. It's fun for the entire family. Remember those days of your youth? The granddaddy of them all when it comes to NASCAR late model stock car racing. The short track of Myrtle Beach comes to life. Myrtle Beach's 250 and the Myrtle Beach 400.
2 weekends in a row. This is the greatest race for short track racing as it concludes the season. November the 9th and 10th, it's the Myrtle Beach 250. November the 16th through the 17th, it's the Myrtle Beach 400. You don't want to miss it. See all the action.
Myrtle Beach Speedway has had a long and colorful history. That's correct, over 60 years of racing. This track started in 1958, and it features NASCAR Wheeling All-American Stock Car Racing. We've had a lot of champions visit this racetrack.
The racetrack carries a rich tradition. Over the years, it's hosted the greats of NASCAR Cup racing. The Pettys, the Allisons, the Jarretts, the Earnhardts. You name someone in the Hall of Fame, they raced here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, including a young guy by the name of Little E. Yes, Dale Earnhardt Jr. started his racing career in NASCAR at this great track. The 2017 national champion Lee Pulliam scored his 5th national title at this racetrack. The Speedway will race 16 events throughout the summer and the fall. You don't want to miss any of the action. This track has been around since 1958. If it could speak, it would tell you about some of the really great races that took place here on this .538 mile oval. NASCAR sanctioned, which has seen both dirt track and asphalt action. Racing at Myrtle Beach, synonymous with a great tradition of racing throughout the South. 1958, 2018, 6 decades of racing, 60 years of seeing a green flag fall on the racing action. And tonight, it continues.
75 laps of racing action here, and the green flag ready to fly at the .538 mile oval. 4.5 miles from downtown Myrtle Beach, Tim Tolson waves the green and down to turn 1. Former multi-time national champion Philip Morris on the hunt, but down on the inside, taking the lead, is a local driver who won his championship 6 years ago. That's Justin Milliken. A little further back, it's Tommy Lemons in the 27 car from Troy, North Carolina. Down on the inside is Sam Yarborough on the 20. He's won several championships here. He's in the hunt, but look who's up front. Milliken, coming off injuries from last season, is battling a stellar field of drivers here at Myrtle Beach. Down the inside, that's where he's got to be. He's got to keep these drivers from passing him. He can't open up the bottom of the racetrack. Otherwise, the man knocking on the door, Tommy Lemons, will be all over him. Look at Philip Morris hanging right there tight. They come down the back straightaway, rushing into turn 3, and we've got another challenger leaning on them, trying to make it there. As they come out of 4 now, by the start-finish line, we see just how fast they are going, and they're going quick. Lemons now wants the action. But look who's up on the outside, coming out of nowhere. What a run this guy's having. Brian Barnhill from nearby Conway, South Carolina, a student out of Coastal Carolina University. He has walked away. Everybody else running side by side, 3 wide. 3 wide. The action is intense among a number of drivers here. We'll be back with more in a moment. Racing is a family-oriented sport, and certainly we have a lot of family at the racetrack. One of those who comes out here and races every weekend and brings his family is Justin Milliken.
It's a good family environment. I always say that families race together, stay together, and my family is living proof that that is the truth. Racing is our common bond. We load up on Saturdays and come to Myrtle Beach Speedway, one big family, you know. So, and I don't think if we had that, we wouldn't be as tight-knit as we are. Actually, the Ninja Turtle came from a little kid was here. We were here one day practicing, and he come and he said, do you know who this is? And of course I knew that was Raphael, who was my favorite Ninja Turtle. So he said, I want you to have this. I want you to put this in your car. So it's been in there ever since. I'd like to think that my driving style is patiently aggressive. I have never wrecked anybody, so I'm not gonna wreck them. I've been wrecked here many times. I've won the Myrtle Beach 399 a bunch of times and been wrecked on the last lap. So that's just not really my style. But I would race them hard, door to door, smoke flying, sparks flying. We always seem to do really good in the longer races when you kind of can save your tires, and I try to play a more thinking man's race, but when it's a 40-lap race, I can also get aggressive and get after it. You can't win it on the first lap, but you can lose it on the first lap. We could not race without sponsors. Sponsors are what makes that thing go around this racetrack every single lap. And I have the greatest group of sponsors that anybody could have. Mr. W.C. Bell, Miss Tammy Bell, they have been with us through thick and thin. They came on board in the middle of the recession when I thought we were going to have to quit racing because we were family funded. They stepped up and they have been with us ever since.
My dad's been involved forever. He sponsored race car drivers ever since I was a little girl, and that's always been a part of his life and the dealership.
Bell & Bell is synonymous with racing. Mr. WC has sponsored race cars for as long as I can remember, and his pictures on his wall of him sponsoring Tim Richmond, Dale Earnhardt, I mean, it's just, the list goes on, Neil Bonnet, the list goes on of drivers that he has sponsored.
So there's a lot of history there, but Justin does us proud. He's a good representative, and we're proud of him and everything he's been doing.
The Bell & Bell car is supposed to run up front, and so it's my job to make sure that happens.
Hi, I'm Jill, and I'll be checking you in today. This is good what you're doing. Good luck, give me a high five. All right, what makes my job so awesome is the people.
Window nut's coming up. Have a great ride.
We get a little wave before we go. Bye-bye, see you when you get done. I get to ride alongside them as we make their dreams come true. Myrtle Beach Speedway's NASCAR racing experience brings in tourists, families, and thrill seekers from all over the world.
It was fantastic.
I was nervous at first, but after I did the first 2 laps, it was definitely really fun.
That was 10 times better than I thought it was going to be.
High fives all the way around. Good job, ladies. Good job, ladies. If you're in the Myrtle Beach Speedway area, stop on by. I guarantee you'll have the thrill of a lifetime.
The racing action is getting intense here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. So let's get back to all the competition. The cars are really putting on a great show. Welcome back to a high-intensity race here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Rolling down into turn number 1. Those are not your leaders. Your leader is a shot out of a cannon. He's headed down the back straightaway, Bryant Barnhill. This is the battle for second place. It's Milliken. Tommy Lemons on the outside. That's Matt Cox. A little further back and coming into frame, that day-glow orange and heavy blue car is Thad Muffin. He's on his way to the front. The grandson of Richard Petty, right in the middle of the action. And that's a precarious position to be in when you're racing this close to a lot of the seasoned veterans. Right now, he's beeping on the horn. Get out of the way, Matt Cox. I'm coming through as he races to the outside of the 27 of Tommy Lemons. But Cox is going to move forward. He's on the outside of the 02 of Justin Milliken. Let's see what this trio of cars does now. As the 46 high on the outside has his eyes set on that car, Bryant Barnhill, the leader here at Myrtle Beach. Cox now rolls into second place. Here comes Moffitt, followed by the 8 car of Trevor Rizzo out of Bluffton, South Carolina. They've come from all over the place to race here at Myrtle Beach tonight. Cox feels the heat as the bright day-glow and headed blue car is in the hunt, and he's going to the outside. The hard way to do it here at Myrtle Beach. They're side by side, wheel to wheel, rolling into turn number 3. Can Moffitt hang on? Fortunately, he's given himself some racing room. He's not going to catch the right front bumper off the Cox car. Folks, don't go away. We'll be back with more in a moment. It's not uncommon on a Saturday night to meet the personalities of the sport, not only of racing, but of pro football. Coach Joe Gibbs and his grandson, 14-year-old Ty, or Richard Petty, the 7-time NASCAR champion, and his grandson, Thad Moffitt. Yep, they race here at Myrtle Beach.
It's like everything else. You start somewhere, plant a seed, and now hopefully it's starting to take root so that eventually it'll be a big tree.
It's an exciting time for a 17-year-old driver that's the grandson of Richard Petty. And for Richard, it's got to be an exciting time to watch your grandson race at Myrtle Beach Speedway.
Yes, sir. So we started and we weren't, I'd never raced anywhere like the beach. Like it's like a cheese grater on your tires. I could compare it to like a Darlington or something on tire wear. So I went out there and in 10 laps I'd already used up a set of tires. And they were like, you can't race like that. And I was like, why not? I race like that everywhere else. And they were like, well, here you really got to learn to take care of your stuff for the whole 150 laps that you race. And so from that point on, I started learning how to take care of my brakes, take care of my tires, take care of my motor, take care of the whole car for the whole race. A lot of give and take at Myrtle Beach. I learned a lot of give and take at the beach.
The big deal right now is, from his standpoint, he's got to learn the school of hard knocks. You know what I mean? Just because he's Richard Petty's grandson, then sometimes somebody's going to give him a harder time. He's got to learn to go with the flow and be able to overcome those kind of things. So, basic deal, you just send him out in the woods, okay, and let him learn the woods, and then when he learns that, then you go out and say, this is a forest, it's not a woods.
So, whenever I first started, I didn't even know how to drive a straight gear. And from to now, I've got to where I can race the whole race and be competitive with all of the front runners, guys that I've been looking up to running my whole life, guys that used to drive for Richard Petty Motorsports like Chad McCombie, and good drivers like Tommy Lemons and Lee Porium, and we're going and we're running lap times competitive with what they're running.
It's as real as it gets.
The sun is setting, the temperature is falling, it's getting a bit cooler, but the racing is heated up in our 75-lap feature race for the late model stock cars. After a short yell, we're ready to go. Green flag racing once again. Wyatt Barnhill on the inside, now being overtaken by the 51 of Matt Cox and Sam Yarborough. A battle for the lead down the back straightaway, side by side and wheel to wheel. Barnhill trying to hang on, Cox flexing his muscle as they come through turn 4. This is exciting racing. You won't see it any better in NASCAR anywhere than right here at Myrtle Beach. But Barnhill apparently is losing the tires on the car, and he's starting to back up a little bit. Just a hair, but he wants to hang on. It's the finest run he's ever had, as Justin Milligan now is your leader, followed by Barnhill. Barnhill, then Sam Yarborough. Back down to the first corner there, we see Ryan Glinsky, and now Matt Cox is showing that he's having to back up. Glinsky on the 28, the yellow and blue car. Back into turn number 4. Barnhill still having trouble. The car getting a little bit loose now, but he's hanging on. He wants a win so bad at this racetrack with the finest run he's ever posted here tonight. And there's Yarborough right in his rear view mirror. Everybody's now running in single file with the exception of Ryan Glinsky right there, and Matt Cox, and the 4-time national champion behind him, Philip Mork. But the local guys are showing a national champion the quick way around this racetrack. NASCAR racing at its finest at Myrtle Beach Speedway. Be sure and check our listings on what's coming up next at this great facility that's been around since 1958. Still side by side, Glinsky down on that inside. Look at Cox. Cox almost was in his side, but backed up just a hair. And now Barnhill is up there with Sam Yarborough again. It's like it's on again, off again, as he keeps adjusting the way this car is running so loose. Yarborough, a former 2-time champion here at Myrtle Beach Speedway, is finding he's getting the heat from a young driver who's hungry for a win. Yarborough now riding in second place with Justin Milliken, having a great run here this evening. Both of those drivers basically saved their tires to get in this position. Where Barnhill was basically burning his off, these two guys realized that late in the race, you better have something to show for when, oh, they're pulling Kevin Parsons now. Parsons is son of a former Hall of Famer, Benny Parsons, a guy that everybody knew in NASCAR as being a super nice guy. Remember, he was called Buck A. Benny. Look at these two leaders, the 02 Milliken and Yarborough. Both of these drivers from nearby Brunswick County, North Carolina, just above the state line. Down the back straightaway, feeling the heat right now, is the 02. And almost getting ready to get a bumper off of Yarborough. Yarborough moves in, gets closer and closer down at the bottom of the racetrack. He is putting a move on the 02 car. Milliken wants to hang on, but Yarborough has rooted him out of that position as they come up on Davin Dodson in the 9 car. Another one of the Richard Pettit cars racing here. Oh, a crash in turn 1. That's David Roberts out of Greenville, South Carolina. Normally races up at Greenville Pickens. This guy going for a South Carolina championship is parked it in turn 1. We'll be back with the conclusion of this race in just a moment.
You know, I just was Googling, what's going, Myrtle Beach racetrack. I thought, there's a racetrack. And I thought, oh my goodness, there's a racing experience. That was just, okay, we have to do it.
Yes, I'm excited.
And my daughter, she loves NASCAR, and my brother-in-law does too. So it's a great experience to be able to be here in town and enjoy this. She's going to be 24 here in a couple of weeks. She's a little nervous, but she's going to have a great time.
Very nervous.
It's awesome, just awesome.
Oh my, it was awesome. It was crazy.
Not bad at all. She did good. She didn't kill it starting out. Looked like she was having a lot of fun out there. I'm really a happy dad. That was great. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. I highly recommend, if a person can do this, do it. Do it. Well worth it.
It's almost time for the checkered flag here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. where there's plenty of racing all summer long. Let's go down and see who's going to get that checkered flag right now. We're set for a green, white, checker. 2 laps remaining here at Myrtle Beach in this NASCAR competition. Milliken comes out of turn 4, looks like he may have spun his tires, and high on the outside is a fellow Brunswick County driver, Sam Yarborough. Yarborough in the 20 has saved his tires. He's got plenty of rubber here at Myrtle Beach as it comes around. The white flag will be flying this time. Plenty of competition further back in the field. Running in third is Matt Cox. As they head down the back straightaway, they're leading Tommy Lemons. Behind them also who's riding in fourth. And Yarborough is going to be headed towards victory lane. But looks like Glinsky has fallen to fifth now. Lemons is battling hard with Matt Cox for third place. The checkered flies, and your winner is Sam Yarborough, followed by Justin Milliken. What an exciting evening here, and plenty of racing action continues every Saturday night here. For 60 years, Myrtle Beach Speedway has provided the excitement of speed here on the Grand Strand. Take a look at our calendar of events, mark a few down, and come visit us here at Myrtle Beach Speedway. We'd love to have you. Don't miss the summer sizzling action at Myrtle Beach Speedway. It's Armed Forces Sun Fun 101. Saturday, July 14th, you'll see the super late models running for $6,000 to win, along with the NASCAR Wheeling All-American Late Model Series 101 lap showdown. Adults only $15. Kids 11 and under are free. And for your military service, there's a discount for you and you senior citizens. July 20th and 22nd, Tuner, Custom, and Truck Showdown.
I come here almost every year, and it's just a good way to get away when you're at work all the time. Yeah, man.
The Nopi National tradition continues. It's the nation's elite track, car show, and drifting entertainment experience. For more information, to participate or spectate, go to MyrtleBeachSpeedway.com. Throughout the summer and fall, there's a number of Myrtle Beach drift events. These are local smoking competitors burning up their tires. They're out there having fun, sliding sideways. For a full list of dates, go to MyrtleBeachSpeedway.com. Don't miss it. It's smoking and it's great. Mustang fans, September 5th and October 6th features the muscle of the Midway. Go to MyrtleBeachSpeedway.com for the day's activities. Mustang, big bright blue Ford Oval fans, you're gonna love it. Mustang Day. Acoustic guitars and flower children. Let's head back to Bell Bottom Jeans on October the 27th. Hippie Fest returns. Thousands of people get their groove on. Don't miss this one. It's fun for the entire family. Remember those days of your youth? Planning your vacation for 2019? Don't miss the action as the Myrtle Beach Speedway opens the season in February with the big icebreaker race. It's NASCAR racing starting a brand new year. The Nopi Show comes in March, and this one is a great one. Beautiful girls, tuner cars, custom cars, and the drifters put on one great show. Then it's the Horry County Fair. It returns to the Speedway for a 10-day run in April. When the summer sizzles, don't miss the monster trucks. They're coming in June. See them crush the cars, jump the cars. 10-ton monster trucks performing in front of you. Don't miss it.
Check out mbspeedway.com for the upcoming events.